the people here look at the trails as an escape from their daily life. For me, I always tell people, if you're out there and you're having fun and you're exercising and you're doing something that's challenging to yourself, whether it's physical or, emotional or whatever, then the sport is serving what it's supposed to do.
The people seem to enjoy having a real community center in the town squares and are putting a real focus on making all of that accessible by bike. I don't know of anywhere else in the country where you can say, oh yes, there's over 160 miles of trail within an hour drive. I think it's growing. It's an organic thing. I mean, obviously, you've got a different dynamic here in Northwest Arkansas. In most communities, you have the riders, and if they want a new trail, they're all out there on a Saturday afternoon with a pick and a shovel, like doing this. And not to say that doesn't happen here and that we do that, but we're lucky enough to have the Walton Foundation, which puts a lot of infrastructure in there for us. So we have turnkey trails. We're riding along one day and all of a sudden there's a trail that branches off that wasn't there a week ago. And we have to be really careful not to take that for granted, and to maintain those trails and just think that, other people in the country have to fight for every inch of dirt they get. And here we get some sick stuff just handed over to us. There's bike racks on every other corner and tons of bike fixing stations. And then I know what those things cost. They're not inexpensive. So it's wonderful to see that kind of investment from the community and from the infrastructure, the government. The cyclists up here are just great people and they're very inclusive and they just want more people to get out on the trails and enjoy themselves.
I think it's really exciting. I mean, this is what I love to do. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten into it. For me, I wanted to do something with my life and the way I supported my family that's not just providing that sustenance for my family, but also a way to have a positive impact in the community. I don't want to spend this amount of time in my life doing something that's not going to give something back or have a positive impact. And the ability to get people out and exercise and have them, be happy with what they're doing and exploring things and challenging themselves is a way to do that. And it's just exponentially growing.
It's really fun to get to share trails with people from other parts of the country. All the time people just come in and they're from Colorado or the Pacific Northwest or the East Coast, and they're just like, I had no idea that this was here. Like, what is this place? Who are you people?